As we move into our special guest for today, this is a man who has spent a bit of time here at the Wildcats. Looking forward to chatting to this man. A couple of seasons now with the Perth Wildcats and a fellow October 19 child as well. There's a few years difference between me and this man, having said that. I'm old, you'll find that out, Kristian. This man has been a fantastic acquisition for the Perth Wildcats since making his way here. We are talking about Kristian Doolittle, and he joins us on the Perth Wildcast. Kristian, hello to you.
How you doing?
I'm going fantastic. And another one of these incredible people that could easily go into the field of doing audiobooks down the track. We talked about this with Toddles. We reckon that you're probably someone who, after your basketball career, could easily go into audiobooks because you got that beautiful, just rich velvet voice.
Well, I appreciate it.
It's okay.
Do some ASMR.
No.
Second season with the Perth Wildcats. How have we found this season, 2024-25?
This season's been pretty cool. I wanted to come back because I feel like we should have won the championship last year. And, it's been a great place for not only for myself, but for my family as well. So we all like it. And so it was a no-brainer to come back.
Great. All right. Well, I'm going to let these two off the leash now. It's all up to them now.
Yeah. So how did the opportunity with Wildcats come? Was it out of college or was it different professional opportunities and then to Wildcats? How did that work out for you?
You talking about how I got here?
Yeah, your journey.
No, I had been out of college. I had just left France. I had signed with a team in France, and I ended up leaving before the season started. And then I signed here. I got here 2 days before our first game. Played the first game. I almost played the whole game, the first game, and then just kind of figuring out my way throughout the entirety of last season. Just doing whatever was necessary to try to help us win. And then, I had re-signed towards the end of last year to come back solely because of what I just said. I liked it here, so I wanted to come back.
Awesome. So just kind of what's your basketball journey starting from college, and then I know you did a few stints overseas and then also did some stuff in the NBA G League, if you could talk on that.
I went to, the year I graduated was COVID. So I went from straight to college I lived in Vegas for 6 months working out. Then I went to the G League bubble. I was there for 2 months. And then I went to a bubble in Puerto Rico. I was there for 2 months. And then from there I went to Israel. I was there for from December to the rest of the season. And I went back to Puerto Rico, and then I went to Japan. I was there for 11 months, and I play year round. So every time I go somewhere, I go back to Puerto Rico for the summer, and so I go from there to wherever I go. I went to France, left France, came here, and so I've been going back and forth.
Yeah, a lot of countries. How good.
Yeah,
lots of frequent flyer points.
Yeah,
is it really a bubble if you're going from bubble to bubble?
Well, yeah, I was in Orlando and I was in some resort in Puerto Rico.
Sounds pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound
Put
too
me in a
bad.
resort with basketball and we're
Sure.
call it a day.
Yeah.
You've had a good record of winning championships. How many have you actually won, if you can count them all up? And then is there one that is your favorite or stands out among everything else?
I've won 3. And my favorite one was my first one, just because it was my first time winning championship. So
Who was it with?
my team in Puerto Rico. I got 2 with them, and I got 1 in Japan.
Very nice.
Nice. Was basketball always your number one sport, or I heard you played football? Did that come close at times?
Football initially was my first sport that I played. I have an older brother, and so I kind of followed every sport that he played. We played football, baseball, and basketball. I was better at football than I was basketball.
Is this the American football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
So
confusing rule one, yeah.
where I'm from,
Real football.
yeah, where I'm
Oh,
from,
cut it out. Not kidding.
yeah,
Wow.
where I'm from, football is the main sport, and so you initially get put into that first, and but I stopped playing football after my freshman year of high school, and I just switched to straight basketball.
What was your role in American football?
Quarterback.
You were quarterback.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Did you enjoy playing quarterback?
I did. I don't, because I like to be able to control, what's going on. initially I was playing wide receiver, but I was getting hit too much, so I made the switch myself. Otherwise, I wasn't gonna play.
Was that with basketball in the back of your mind as being sort of?
Nah, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Like when I went to high school, I feel like I could have gone to college for either one if I really wanted to. I didn't like being outside. It was getting hot and cold, and it's just I just didn't have the desire for it anymore. So I just went to go play basketball.
Yeah, that's fair. Best player you played with? And there's a couple NBA guys in there. I'm sure there's other professional guys that are really good, but who's your personal best?
I'll probably say maybe Trey Young. Considering how he's doing now in the league, I would definitely say he's probably the best.
Just hit a buzzer beater, by the way.
Yes,
Half-court buzzer beater
I
to win
did
it.
see that. Yeah, it's pretty epic. Yeah. So, with the Wildcats, do you feel like you've become a leader among the group?
Yeah, I mean, I had no choice. Leadership is something that I've always been thrusted into. I don't like to talk, and so to be a leader, you have to be vocal. Kind of be some. For me, is being something I'm not necessarily that I'm not a an outgoing person. I'm a lead by example type of individual, but understanding that certain situations require different type of leadership. And this year it's the most vocal I've been by far.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you reckon it's helped your game as well?
Yeah, I feel like the more I'm involved with what's going on, the more in sync I feel with the game, and so it kind of gets me going. The more I do.
Yeah.
How much more comfortable do you feel this year compared to your first year with the Wildcats?
I feel a lot. It's night and day difference. Getting here last year the way that I did with a lot of uncertainty of the way things go here in Australia, not only with the league but the country as well. Just the familiarity coming back to seeing the same things again and having a better understanding of what to expect has helped me a lot.
Jumping from place to place to place in the lead up to coming to the Perth Wildcats, has that helped you in terms of integrating into a new team every time?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the main thing is the main thing, which is basketball. That's really all I care about. I don't, everything outside of basketball is second to basketball itself in the preparation that I use for myself to get ready to play. Regardless of where I go, I know that I'm going there to hoop.
You became a father in the off season with your partner Mackie, giving birth to Kristian Jr.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How much does that change your perspective on life and basketball?
It's made me more calm.
How good.
I've had to learn how to have patience.
Yeah.
Having to take a deep breath. Just being able to handle a lot of different situations. This is my first time. Well, it's my first kid, but I usually don't have anything outside of basketball to do, and so he takes up my entire schedule. My entire schedule is based around my son, and but it's been exciting. It's been amazing so far. I'm just enjoying every single day of it.
Yeah, it's so good. In the WNBL, there's quite a few mothers that have babies and kids, so I've been around a lot of them on my teams. But they say that, it really changes the way they look at basketball. It's really helped with their basketball career and the way they play the game. I guess it kind of realizes that basketball's not like that important, and then there's other things. But would you say it's helped your on-court game, even though you might be a bit tired every now and then?
Yeah, it has, but it's also made me take more attention to detail, to making sure that I take care of my body, understanding that I'm going to be using a lot more energy than I normally would. And so it's made me put more of an emphasis on recovery and, eating better and stuff like that. So the more attention I have to pay attention, I've had to pay more attention to what he's doing and what he's eating. And so that's only made me pay more attention to what I'm doing as well.
Yeah, so cool.
Did you get the dad buff of where you have a kid and you play really good after that?
I guess so. You know, I wouldn't, if I wasn't playing good, I wouldn't be on here. So,
Yeah, only the good people get on
yeah,
here.
Dylan
exactly.
Windler had it just recently.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He had
And
a
he's
girl.
playing great. He's
Yeah.
averaging like 4 blocks since then.
Yeah,
I think something big that everybody's kind of wondering, well, first of all, is if you're going to play in Tassie with the groin injury you've had.
yes.
Okay, good answer. Thanks.
Do you want to
Clear and
elaborate on that
concise?
slightly?
Yeah.
But no, I was going to say, how do you reflect on the time with that on the sidelines, and how'd you kind of deal with it?
I hate not being able to play. It's been challenging. Not being able to participate with my team, not being able to feel like I'm part of the team while I'm there. If it doesn't feel like that I am. You know, for me, basketball has been the most important thing in my life for almost my entire life. So it's a difficult situation, wanting to get back, but understanding that your body's not letting you. It's tough, especially with the way I got hurt, non-contact and kind of spontaneous as well. So, you know, you can get to doubting a lot of stuff, especially when you kind of forget what you were doing before, and trying to get back to that. But just trying to stay positive as much as I can.
You were mic'd up on the bench and at shoot around. Did you enjoy that? Did you forget the mic was on at any point?
No, I knew it was on. You know, like I said, I'm not a social media. I'm not a.
You're
I'm
not putting it on for the show. I don't know.
Not at all. Because I mean, I'm pretty much the same regardless of what aspect that I'm in. So everything that I do is authentic. I'm not doing it for, you know, like.
Yeah,
You know,
for the
yeah.
getting viral. Yeah.
But you know, it was cool. I mean, I guess it just showed people that because everybody thought I don't smile or laugh. But
nobody sees
Do
that
you
side.
not?
Nobody sees that
no,
side.
I
of
mean
you.
I do. I mean I'm a human. I mean, well, I might sound very monotone, but you know, I make a couple jokes here and there.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, apparently you're the funniest.
Well,
one,
Keegan
right?
was
Yeah.
here last
Yeah,
week. Keegan
apparently.
Crawford, assistant coach, and he was asked who's the funniest, and he said that Peppermint was 15th, but that's okay, which I think is wrong.
I got put dead last in every ranking. So
But he said Toddles was one of them, but the dark horse is you.
Yeah.
And he said it was a bit of an Oklahoma sort of humor.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not the Oklahoma humor. It was just me. But you know, I'm a situational funny. I'm not you know, I'm not going to be the one who's trying to draw attention to themselves. I might make a joke here and there.
it's always before practice. I see it happening.
Yeah.
Him and Keegan just stand in the corner and they're just joking about random stuff.
Yeah.
You walk over and they're talking about Family Guy and dude's just dying.
Yeah.
Oh, I got no problem with that. Family Guy, perfect. Great.
It's funny stuff.
Yeah.
How was well, you've still traveled with the group. So how was that kind of being able to, I know you said it felt like you weren't really not a part of the team, but it was hard to be involved. How was that being able to still do that? And then, do you think that helped with kind of your point of view? Cause you're not injured very much. So when you get injured, you kind of see the game in a different way. Do you think that's helped you to prep better for these coming games?
Yeah. You know, I was grateful to be allowed to travel with the team. I missed the first game, but then after that, JR asked me if I would want to go, and I told him hell yeah. So, you know, I went to every game. It was cool because while it made me kind of take a step back from thinking about myself in certain situations, but just trying to help my teammates whenever they get subbed off, giving them any pointers that I see because you know, I'm not playing, so I'm able to see more than what's in front of me. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of just taking that from what I'm seeing to how I can apply it when I'm back out there.
Decision making in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Inside is a lot different to outside when you can see everything happening.
Right.
Yeah. Now we're going to get to some questions from Instagram because that was put out there just recently. We have the odd ad through our podcast, but we do need to take just a quick little break here.
Best sheds up to 40% cheaper. Double garages, $6,400. Triple garages, $10,750. 4-car garage, $8,990. All sheds are backed with a 20-year manufacturer's warranty. American barns from $10,900. Farm sheds, $14,900. Industrial buildings, $23,500. Call Best Sheds 1-800-15-17-18 or visit bestsheds.com.au.
Look, I own an apartment, but I want a shed now. See, over the break, while you've had this injury, you would have been able to polish up on your presenting skills and your sort of TV work.
That was my first time I ever done something like
You
that.
did well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's professional.
Who was it that asked you, hey, can you front up on this ad?
Was it Sam? Yeah, it was Sam.
Oh, Sammy Photo.
Yeah,
That's
but I
what's
got
good.
it done. It was my only one I had to do. So.
Did you get a free shed from it?
Nah.
Were you a one-take wonder?
2 take.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's good. Very well done. So like I said, we do have questions that have come through from Instagram. Of course, if you're not following the Wildcats on Instagram, what the heck are you doing? Go search Perth Wildcats and go hit the like button and get following. Obviously, we've already answered the question of a lot of them. Jesse Scott, ELEATR, Pizza 93YT, John C, and also Tom Wakeman. When are you coming back? We know that's going to be this week, so that is great news. But there's a few other questions in there, guys.
We got one from the great Toddles.
Okay.
Todd asked, who's your favorite on the team, with about 5 different emojis.
Henny.
Nice.
Feel free to explain a little more.
No, it's not Henny.
He doesn't listen to this anyway,
nah,
so you're fine.
Nah, I guess it would be Todd. He's just someone. He's in my same position group, and is the person I spend the most time with. We're roommates on the road, so through that, we've been able to, build a relationship. Him also being from America helps.
What's he like as a roommate?
He's usually on his phone the whole time. I'm the gamer. I bring my game everywhere I go. So at first he would want to play me, but then I started beating him so much he don't want to play me no more.
I heard he was bad.
Yeah, well, he's not bad. I'm just good, if that makes sense.
This PS5?
Yeah. It get
Just
real.
bought Josh
He's
one.
got the little portable screen.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Yeah, you are prepared.
Nice.
Okay. Key to becoming a great basketball player.
Consistency.
Nice.
Am I supposed to elaborate on all these?
Sure.
Or just,
If you want, if you really want.
Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Do you have a craziest dunk you've had in a game?
No. The
Just a regular 2-hand dunk.
regular 2-hand dunk.
That's fair.
I'd rather take the 2 than try to hurt myself.
Sorry to disappoint Tom there.
Have you ever just in practice just thought, let's just go to town and just have a bit of fun here?
Maybe, I guess the craziest one I've done is like a windmill.
Okay.
But I mean,
Yeah, same here.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Nothing crazy.
What is your pre-game meal and your post-game meal? Are you consistent with that, or you kind of mix it up?
No, I mix it up. I can't control what I have on the road. Because that's like a Subway sandwich. That's what we get.
Yeah.
But if I'm at the crib, it depends. I might make a steak. I like eating steak, or I might cook some chicken or something.
Yeah, nice. Get the
Pretty
protein.
good.
Yeah.
Somebody says, what's your biggest motivation? Just in general. They didn't elaborate either.
Myself. I'm self-motivated. So, I push myself to achieve whatever goal I set out to get. I don't want to make it sound like I'm selfish enough when I say I do this for myself, but I have very high standards for myself. And so I'm like a billboard. I write out goals.
Oh,
And,
hey, that's what I did. No one else.
Yeah.
Last week I was talking about this.
Yeah.
Okay. Love
Yeah.
it.
I might write out like 3 things that I want to achieve, and they might take all year to do, but hell, as long as I do them, I feel good.
Does that?
Now that Dew does it, it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Does that come from
Savage.
Does that come from family or like a past coach? That sort of mentality.
Nah, I've always my biggest motivation is that I hate to lose. So, my goal every year is to win a championship. The biggest thing that motivates me is legacy. I want to win a championship everywhere that I go. And last year's the first year I didn't win a championship all year. So I want to win 1 or 2 this year.
What inspired you to start your basketball career?
Like professionally?
No, I just like like how did it
well,
all
nah,
start?
Well, I started playing basketball when I was like 3. So
Did your parents play or?
nah, my parents were in the band. They weren't athletic at
Oh,
all. Yeah.
nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I mean no shot at band.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I was in the band too. I grew up playing instruments. I played drums, piano.
oh, wow.
So I had
Let's go.
we had to do everything. We did a little bit of everything. So it was just a way to keep us busy, I guess. My parents wanted us out the house, so
What sort of band are we talking your parents were in?
marching.
And a marching band.
Yeah, my dad
Oh,
played the
wow.
drums. My mom played the clarinet.
It's kind of elite though.
Yeah.
That's hard stuff.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Every time you watch a college game of football, or
American football.
correct,
Yeah.
or college basketball,
Yeah.
and they're in the stands, like the precision is incredible to what they're able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's almost,
Definitely.
I would say, seen as a sport like
Yeah.
what the players are actually doing on the field.
Yeah. No, they especially like my family's era, they took the band like very seriously.
Yeah.
So no, they was good, I guess. I had to play an instrument to be able to play sport. So I played the piano for like 13 years.
Yeah,
And then
wow.
I stopped playing because my schedule just got too busy.
Do you own a piano?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
You're
I'm
like super into music now?
I mean, I like listening to music.
Yeah.
I don't play anymore. But I mean, for a while it was one of the main things I had to do.
I'm thinking we dust off the piano for the postseason sort of celebration.
If we win a championship, will you play a song for everybody?
100%.
And you have to
100%
sing
no.
too.
If you had to
No.
play a song to win a championship, would you do it?
No.
So you,
Oh,
you-
what?
you don't.
Wait,
if
what
you
was the
had to,
question?
if you had to play a song to win a championship, you had to play a song in front of the whole team. Would you do it?
To win it? If
Yeah,
if
you
I
get to
did
win.
it.
You're guaranteed a
Oh,
championship.
well then, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Get you a little Beethoven or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, what was the sort of go-to song that you'd play on the piano?
I didn't necessarily have one.
Okay.
My instructor would give us new songs
Right.
every once in a while, and then we would have to memorize maybe one or two for a recital.
Okay.
Sounds easy enough. Who's your favorite NFL player?
It's Aaron Rodgers before he got to the Jets.
Nobody likes him at the Jets.
Yeah.
No.
Pre-injury Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers.
pre-injury
True.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
What team do you think is winning the NBA Finals this year?
Thunder.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
yeah, woo!
I think they will.
I agree.
Yeah.
Shaking the head from
Bad.
Elijah.
Not the Celtics.
They just beat them.
It don't matter.
Bad.
Don't matter. Give the ball to Jason Tatum, by the way.
Oh, okay.
John Really's asking. The John Really spam account, somebody,
Okay.
some fake person. What was your recruiting process like for the Wildcats your first year?
I mean, it went by quick. Like I said, I got home from France. I had a Zoom meeting with them like maybe the very next day. I got back. I was introduced to the coaches. I mean, I wasn't even on the phone with them long. I didn't ask any questions. I asked one, and it wasn't even about basketball. It was like about the bugs and stuff like that. I didn't know anything about Australia.
You think spiders, huh?
Yeah.
Snakes.
No, because I mean, you see that stuff, and where I'm from, especially them big ones. Nah. So
The
I had,
Huntsman ones, right?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so that's all
Scary.
I asked about was the spiders, and like I said, the basketball is basketball. So as long as I get to play, then everything else will take care of itself.
Okay, now there's a last question that's come through here. Do you know the only current AFL player to play basketball for his college, Oklahoma State?
No,
Mason Cox. Do you know Mason Cox?
no, I do not.
You don't know Mason Cox?
You probably hate the dude. He went to Oklahoma State.
It's a fair point.
Nah, but see, I only went to OU because OSU didn't recruit me. My entire family went to OSU. But
Okay.
Oh,
That's awkward.
I still
Yeah.
think you'd get on with Mason Cox. Like
Yeah.
he's a bit of a king. I know he plays for Collingwood for anyone that knows AFL football, and Collingwood will have our discussions about that one day. But still, he is a very good man, Mason Cox, and I think you'd actually get on quite well with him. Kristian Doolittle, an absolute pleasure to have you in here for the Wildcast. I do love that you wore your sunnies the whole way through this interview
Yes,
because
sir.
that's how cool you
It's
are.
bright inside. It's really bright.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
lights.
you got the sun coming in from out there.
Nah, it's just my nap time.
Well, thank you for spending 20 minutes of your nap time with us on the Perth Wildcast. Thank you.
Yes, sir.